Hello and welcome today to the Cedar Grove, Belgium High School News Podcast. I'm your host today with Jacob Ferber.
I'm Blake Braga.
And I'm Paul Simmelink.
And today we'll be discussing a plethora of topics including movies, YouTube drama, politics, and memes in 2018. So, to start off today, I'd like to bring out the topic of new movies coming out in 2018 and movies that we liked in 2017. So, I'll start it off with a movie I think I really enjoyed last year, which was Silence, a 3-hour-long film that's about the Japanese missions into Japan, in feudal Japan, and it stars Adam Driver, who's the actor for Kylo Ren in Star Wars. So it was really good, really slow, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I watched it on the plane ride to Puerto Rico, and burned it out there. It's by Martin Scorsese, the guy who does Goodfellas, I think is the name of the movie. Goodfellas, it's a mob movie or whatever. Yeah, really good. Yep. So I highly recommend that movie. That was my favorite movie, and the movie I'm most looking forward to this year is probably the Han Solo film, just because I don't know much coming out, and it's probably going to be a dumpster fire. I can't wait to just rip on that film. As a Star Wars fan, it's always fun ripping on Star Wars movies. So, how about you, Blake?
Well, as of last year, probably my most favorite movie had to be Baby Driver.
Very good movie.
It was a very fantastic movie directed by Edgar Wright.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about his movies is that he edits them so cleanly that a lot of the shots blend really well together, or the timing with the music lines up. And that was the whole thing about Baby Driver, was that there was a soundtrack that was made first, and then the movie was kind of based around it.
Right.
So every scene that had a song from that soundtrack blended in really well, in that it lined up with either gunshots or with driving somewhere really at a fast pace,
right,
or kind of had a romantic tune, because there was a lot of romance in the movie too.
Right. It was the timing and the pacing of the film was really good.
Yes, and that's really what I love about his movies.
Yes.
I got to go back and watch more.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's you pick up things, and he's very professional with how he does stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
And and one movie I'm excited about coming out in 2018 is called A Quiet Place. Not much is known about the movie, except that it stars John Krasinski, who played Jim in The Office, which I'm really excited about, and Emily Blunt, his wife. And it's a horror movie where they have to stay silent so that the demons or beasts or whatever that are kind of surrounding their house don't come and attack them.
Yeah.
So I think it looks really cool.
Could be really intense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of jump scares. Oh, you, Paul, did you see any movies in 2017?
I did. I think I have to say my favorite one was the horror thriller It.
Oh.
I mean, it seems kind of cliche, but I think this was a really awesome remake of not only the novel that Stephen King wrote,
but that TV show, too.
but the TV show made
miniseries.
back in the 90s. I think it adds a great 21st century modern horror twist to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Skarsgård, the person who played it,
Bill,
did a fantastic job playing him, and I look forward to if they're going to do
Part 2. I think they are
two.
with them as adults or something like that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was a great movie. You got any movies you know of coming out in 2018 you're looking forward to?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't taken much
time.
thought into it right now.
Awesome. No. That was a good movie. It wasn't scary. I liked the story, too. I mean, it's just the jump scares.
And it had Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
He did a great job.
Another great, just derailing the conversation for movies, Stranger Things Season 2 came out.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Sure you loved it, Paul.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, great. All right. Well, any final thoughts on movies, shows, anything we want to talk about? Game of Thrones was really good.
For movies, special shout out. Get Out, fantastic movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta see it. It's really good.
I heard it's. I think the joke he made was he submitted it as a documentary or something like that.
Yeah, he submitted it as a documentary, but I think
a movie award show. To clarify, he submitted Get Out, the thriller movie, as a documentary for awards. I think it was at like the Golden Globes or something.
Something like that, and it's kind of funny in that, but. Because it is like a social commentary on racism, but
right,
it was just really good. If anyone's ever seen it, they'll know.
Yeah.
It's the way Jordan Peele directed this movie.
It's like his debut director.
Yeah,
right?
it was his first film
movie,
that he ever directed.
And it's like this popular. Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's got a 99% on Rotten
Jeez.
Tomatoes because there's only one bad review of the movie,
Right.
and it's fantastic.
That's awesome. Oh, good. All right. Now, moving on from movies, we're going to speak a little bit on the already very popular YouTube drama, because who isn't talking about it right now, right? To give a just overview of it, it's the actions taken by Logan Paul, one of two Paul brothers, and hopefully there isn't more. And he basically went to a famous woods or forest in Japan, in which a lot of people go to take their own life or commit self-harm, and it's definitely not a place you would even go for fun. I think you just kind of, if anything, you got to be really respectful there. And he acted like an idiot and recorded a dead body that had recently happened. It wasn't just some like bare bone skeleton or anything like that. It was really depressing. I think.
So already Logan Paul, from his past vlogs that he did in Japan, he was shown to be really offensive in terms of the Japanese people.
Yeah.
And that he was wearing, I believe, a kimono and one of those stereotypical Asian hats that were kind of tannish and were pointy
like
at
the
top.
like the rice farming hat or
Yeah.
whatever, straw hat. Yeah.
He was running around yelling and being just kind of offensive and racist to the people. And there was another one where he was dressed, I think, as a Pokemon catcher or something, and would throw Pokeballs at people.
Yeah, he like took the costume off and his pants off on like that huge intersection, that like three-way intersection or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's basically like Times Square for Japan. It's crazy.
And like I totally agree with the actions that YouTube took against him. I understand that money is the center of everything, so they didn't completely ban his channel because let's face it, they're making money off of Logan Paul. The money, it's a mutual agreement, but something had to be done here.
Right.
Yeah.
And we even have written down in our outline that like YouTube wasn't doing much. An update on it is they have done something. They've removed him from the preferred list.
Yep.
They've taken strikes against his account, and they've like verbally, what would you say, like not.
They called him out.
Yeah, they called him out on it, and it's good that this stuff is being taken seriously, because clearly he did not take it seriously.
And obviously, he feels bad about it, reflecting on it, or as so much in his video he does.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's resolved, and
hopefully it never happens again.
And for the time being, he also has lost his YouTube Red series. It was called The Thinning.
Oh, yeah.
I've never watched it because I'm not a big fan of him.
Right.
But this is kind of like what happened with the whole PewDiePie situation. In that after the racist comments that he made,
which were jokes.
More or less jokes.
He's not a Nazi.
No, he's not. He also lost his YouTube Red series, which everyone was really upset about because
a lot of people put a lot of work in it.
Mm-hmm. It was completely done.
Yeah, it was ready for release.
Yeah, but they never released it because, he messed up. And
which is I feel like YouTube is weird on handling these situations.
Yeah. And so for the time being, Logan Paul has not really said much. He's been quiet for the last week or two.
Mm-hmm.
I did see a video that his dad posted that he is coming back, stronger and better than ever. But
it's dumb.
Nobody's really excited for it except the
little kids that watch
are
it.
fans.
The 12-year-olds.
The little kids that got exposed to a dead corpse. Great. Any other thoughts on YouTube drama? Anything else you want to comment on that? Real quick.
You just live and you learn.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he learns a lesson by getting punched in the face. So moving on from one controversial topic to the next, politics, and more importantly, Donald Trump and his crazy administration. I don't know much about the tax reform. It might come as a shocker to some people, but I know that there's been a lot of backlash due to the fact that it's been rushed onto the Congress floor. It's been rushed out of the Congress floor. It's really not well formulated, and it claims to do things that it actually doesn't. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people are mad about it and are trying to get it out of our legislation, but I don't think that's possible. And other things that to quickly just talk about is his tweets that he's been making, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't a tweet, but it was a verbal statement that he used the S word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whole countries.
Yep.
So he was calling countries a bunch of crap holes, basically.
Yep.
And it was really offensive, I think.
Yep. It was a statement based on immigration.
Right, and that's a topic that's already very heated with
yeah.
his administration. So, not much to talk about there. We already know that he creates a bunch of stupid, rude tweets and his bigger button and stuff like that. But
he's really got to get some self-control. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. As someone who doesn't involve himself very much in politics, what do you think of the whole?
I don't know. It's just it seems ridiculous that this is the man who's kind of leading our country.
Right.
I feel like he should, I don't know, maybe double check with someone, hypothetically speaking, if he ever has the chance, be like, hey, before I send this out, you want to read it, make sure it doesn't sound stupid.
Right. Because it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe people wouldn't be so upset with him all the time, you know?
Exactly.
But that's just me. I'm not big into politics, so
right.
Please, no one be offended by this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
We understand. I think a lot of people agree with you on that. But any other thoughts, Paul?
Well, this is just the man with his finger on the button.
And a big old button. All right.
Speaking memes.
And speaking, yeah, exactly. Yep. Good transition. We've got great transitions in this podcast. We're gonna now speak on a favorite topic with all the kiddos in school and stuff like that. Is memes of 2018. Real. You spelled spaghetti wrong. I'm reading this right now. Spaghetti is spelled with an H. It's fine. I mean, they're not going to see it, but I'm seeing it, and I'm bothered by it. But anyways, we have a plethora, I've said this word twice now, of memes in 2018 already that have really, I see you're even missing one. Apparently that's some controversy. So just before we talk about it, any memes in 2018 we'll cover. It's only January 12th, so there's already been a bunch of them. One that I see you forgot and PewDiePie forgot in his video when he did a meme recap was Tide Pods. You don't have Tide Pods.
Yeah.
And it's because it's a terrible meme. It's the bleach, drinking bleach meme.
Controversial.
Drinking bleach V2.
Yeah, it's literally just copy paste.
And this is actually, Tide Pods is an actual problem. Kids are actually...
people are eating them now.
More adults have died from eating Tide Pods.
People are actually filming themselves eating them. It's a challenge.
Oh, it's so gross.
And the way they pop in them, it's like you're drinking bleach, you're eating the... Anyways, they do... I have to say, as a child, I did think they looked like candy. They do look appetizing.
Oh, boy.
But, people took that. That's the best thing about memes. Is a meme is a joke that everyone experiences on their own, and then they realize, oh, everyone else thinks this is funny.
Yeah.
And they latch onto it. So I'm sure a lot of people were like, oh, Tide Pods looks like candy. Someone made a post on the internet and was like, I ate one. And then everybody started eating them and dying. And that's how meme gets.
I don't know if this is how it started, but there was so I think how it started was there was this fake article posted on The Onion, which is one of those sites where people can make fake articles and people tend to believe them.
Yeah.
And it was one something about somebody always wanting to eat a Tide Pod or something like that.
Right.
And
it takes traction like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
all it takes is one fake post and someone seeing it as fact or something like that. But so that's just one you forgot. One that I thought was really funny upon viewing it the first 5 times was somebody touched my spaghetti. That is really good, but again, people take it and they just run with it and they run it into the freaking dirt.
The normies.
Right, the normies. The normal people, memes, I don't know if a lot of people know this, memes generate in subcultures of the internet.
They start out small.
Right. And you'll see it and you'll be like, that's funny, that's a good meme. An example is the trash dove. That sticker on Facebook, the purple dove that is doing all the funny things. Originally it was in chat groups and people were posting it to each other the dove is funny. And then on Facebook, moms, grandmas, everyone starts posting the trash dove on their feed, and that's always how it's been on Facebook. You get a meme, it gets popular on some social media platform, YouTube with Do You Know the Way, Tide Pods on Twitter and iFunny, and then Facebook is a big propagator of memes like that, like trash dove, and it's funny to see because your mom will always send you a meme. I'm sure everyone's experienced this. Your mom will send you a meme, like my mom has before, and she'll be like, oh, isn't this funny? I'll be like, I saw that on Twitter 5 years ago. Like,
yeah. No, my parents are out of touch.
Right. But I'm saying like people who have those weird moms are not weird, and then I'm saying Bernice is weird.
Bernice.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people respect to Bernice.
She's swell.
Right.
She's
right. She's a very nice person, but she will send very bad memes or very outdated memes. She'll tag me in them, and I've had to have like legit discussions with her, like, stop tagging me in these. You're ruining my meme cred, because I only, I don't like normie memes, right?
I see where she tags you.
Or like my friends will, and then you'll have the opposite end of that spectrum. You'll have my friends tagging me in more in-group memes where people are like, I like how we're having like this civil discussion about memes. In-group memes where it's like this whole ecosystem of, where the lifespan of a meme where it starts off small in your friend group, and like the people who actively go to forums and websites that are, not PC or not, work friendly or whatever. They go to these websites where these get created, like people eating Tide Pods or people, playing as Knuckles in a game that was not popular until someone made a YouTube video about it, and then it gets popular, and you watched the YouTube video when it came out, but 2 weeks later, now the whole internet has watched a YouTube video. And I'm referencing Do You Know the Way, the Ugandan Knuckles meme.
Yep.
So apparently I found out that the guy who made the line "Do you know the way?" It comes from this Ugandan movie where I think it's said word for word.
Right.
And the guy who actually made that movie, he actually loves these movies. Which is fantastic because for some reason people think it's racist.
Right. Because someone's doing an impression of a man of color, and it's got to be racist.
Yeah.
It's,
you can't have any fun in 2018
or 2017.
No,
for that matter. Yeah. No. So, people. Yeah, that's a problem with today's society. I actually just had a discussion with Ms. Schumacher about it, and like the point of view of people on certain subjects and what is and isn't PC anymore. It's just all too convoluted. And the big news happening with like recently sexual allegations.
Yeah.
Like what's an allegation versus a confirmation? All that stuff is it's up in the air. People take onto it, and they want to ruin people's lives. I think that's what the whole internet. There's like TED Talks on that stuff. Yeah, but back to fun memes. We'll close off this podcast with two more. Ben Swallow, I have to say, after seeing Star Wars The Last Jedi 4 times, that shirtless scene is by far
probably
like the best. Yeah, one of the better scenes. And like the fact that it's low quality image of him because the movie's not out on digital yet, so they got to take a picture of the theater screen just to make the meme. That's the best.
Yeah,
I think the meme, that's a wholesome meme. I think people have ran with it, but they haven't ruined it yet. Like I think there's still creative things happening with that meme.
Yes,
and that's my favorite meme of 2018 so far. Do you know the way it was? Until the internet ruined it.
It became mainstream.
Yeah. Normies.
And everyone started using
Normies. And then Office memes. I think it's funny.
I think that The Office is... Yeah, it's great that The Office is still relevant in 2018.
Right, like, the fact that it dies and then comes back.
Yeah.
And then you have all those hipsters. Like, I'll admit it, I've only made it to, like, episode 7 of season 2.
Yeah.
But my dad used to watch The Office when it was still airing episodes on the show. So I'm not a hipster. My dad, Corey, is. But, like, I always love those people who are like, I watched The Office before it was relevant. Well, what they don't understand is The Office was funny. Then, like, the show got bad ratings.
Yeah, it's because Michael, the guy who played Michael Scott.
Yeah, Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. He left the show because his contract with, like, CBN or something like that ended when they were filming, when they finished, like, the 7th season or something like that. And so they had to find someone who would play the new CEO or manager of the Dunder Mifflin branch of the show. So they tried out a couple new people, and it showed that people didn't really care for the new people that they put on. So after 2 more seasons, the show finally ended.
Right, and like,
but I enjoyed the season finale. I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna like it, I'm pretty sure.
Right, I gotta get to watching it. I've got so many shows on my watch list. But other than that, I think it's weird that I always remember like Friends, like high school. I feel like it gains a lot of popularity when people go through high school.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people in our like school really like it
because like, and that's kind of like trends. One person will like it, they'll start saying cool things about it. Other people will start liking it. You get a trend going. That's how the internet works. That's how life works. And no problem to those people. I'm just saying, like, I love the fact that the memes, that it's still relevant in 2018, but like, Office memes have been going on way before you guys even watched
No,
the show
yeah,
on Netflix.
definitely.
Like,
Like back in 2009,
Yeah.
people were using that clip of Michael screaming no.
Right,
Yep.
no,
Oh, it's
Yeah,
and that's like
that's
a bad
classic.
meme now. I see that meme and I'm like, it's so cringy.
I remember
but
back
I-
in 2009 when they used that. That was so good, but
yeah.
now it's...
Even
Eh.
like when Vine was still around. Like,
Yeah.
all the memes I would see were like Office memes or like
Yep.
editing in the Office into stuff. And back
Mhm.
then people were like, I don't like The Office, Parks and Rec, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I feel like as you become a teenager, you understand the humor a little more and you relate to it. Because, you're on to your next chapter of life and who would want to work at, it's just... Yeah, I like it. I was thinking about this. I saw the outline and I was like, Office memes and what does the Office mean to people?
It's just because it was a cult hit.
Yeah, it's a cult classic.
It was a thing that stuck with people.
Would you want to see it brought back?
Maybe.
If they did it well?
Under the right conditions.
If they could bring all the original cast members back, I think I'd enjoy it. But I don't know. It could be a hit or miss.
It's like
It's not enough seasons as it is.
It's
Yeah.
just like
You
one
can
of those
really
things
enjoy the
that-
show.
I mean, yeah, I heard though that if they did, Steve Carell wouldn't come back to the show
Right, rightly so. I
because
understand.
he felt it, was done when it ended.
Right. So,
Yeah. But,
I think we should probably wrap it up because
Yeah.
we are now at 21 minutes. So
yeah, right. So, any other thoughts from anyone? Any of you?
I think
No,
I'm
really.
good.
I
I
think
think
we're
I've said
okay.
all I wanted to say.
I would say I'm looking forward to 2018, but it's probably going to be a rough year. We're still dealing with the sexual allegations. We're still dealing with all the stuff from 2017 that made it bad is like a focus in 2018 right now. So
We're still dealing with the wildfire.
yeah, right. All the
Everything
natural
else.
disasters. Apparently, there's supposed to be worse hurricanes this year either. So, but yep, our time is up. Thank you for tuning in to CGBHS News. Hopefully, we don't show this one in front of class. I'd really prefer if it wasn't. Mr. Hawk, just listen to this on your own time. I'm really glad you can listen to us, Mr. Hawk. It's a really good time. I hope you enjoy your break, and I can't wait to see you in Consumer Economics. This is Jacob Ferber signing off with my co-host.
Blake Braga.
Paul Simmeling.
Have a wonderful day.